Tower of Fantasy 3.0 is here. This is their last chance to save their game.
I was just browsing my email when I noticed this from Tower of Fantasy. Please receive limited time rare rewards. Version.
I mean, sending out an email to get people to come play the game again, I don't know if this is their last chance. I mean, I feel like everybody does this.
New content. Explore the newly available Ignis Field lot with the new Simulacra Liu Huo.
I can't wait to explore the map, and then all of the little things are gonna be fucking time gated. No, you can't open this box for 47 more hours. Why? Because fuck you, that's why.
Sorry, for some reason I was reading that as a Hua.
The gotcha report from
Yulon,
June.
And dive into this
I'll look
new
at it after
civilization of
this.
another space-time.
Actually, let's look at it right now. I want to see it right now. Gotcha report June 2023. Well, I don't even see Tower. Oh, there it is right there. So Tower Fantasy is at let's see, June. It's in May. Okay, so it went down by $300,000. But for the most part, I would say it did. I feel like a lot of these games are down. Nikkei, well, of course Nikkei is doing well. It makes sense, right? I mean, the characters in that game have really big boobs, so like, of course the game is successful. Like, why? I mean, how is this confusing? Like, come on. So yeah, you look at this, like Tower of Fantasy is making $1 million a month. I think that's pretty good.
The chance to receive rare rewards such as a free Mia skin, cute. Dude, nobody cares about Mia. I guess let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer. New footage for 3.0. I mean, a 7-minute trailer for a character. I don't know, that seems a lot. 400 views 2 hours ago. 10K views 7 days ago. Things are not.
I mean, to be fair, 8 days ago, this one had 400,000 views. Like, that's pretty good. Like, I mean, the game's not as big as Genshin Impact or something like that. But 400,000 views 8 days ago, that's a big video. This one's 185, this one's 118. Like, I mean, these are bad. Some of them are really good, some of them are really bad.
Looking good for this channel, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, here we go. There are 2 videos I actually want to look at here. I think this is an English version of the Chinese trailer that I saw
clinging on to life
a while ago. And the version I saw,
like a flower on a withered tree,
I know upset some people because it was from a website that had the parts of the trailer censored.
Life and death shan't vanish.
It wasn't the official Bilibili version.
Has taken hold. Life, like morning dew, gone before we see.
I think one of the problems that Tower of Fantasy had, like whenever I compare it to games like what I've seen from Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, is that the characters in Tower of Fantasy weren't very memorable and they weren't that interesting. And one thing that I've learned from like these gacha games is that people get really attached to the individual characters, and liking the characters means liking the game. Like, people like March from like Honkai Star Rail, and they like Hu Tao from Genshin Impact because they're nice and they're cute. That's it. They want waifus. Yes, they want waifus that are like, you know, with March. March is the perfect gacha game girl. She's really cute and she's stupid. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want.
Existence in the universe. Death has been foretold.
Sorry, what? I was distracted.
So it
like, love or
respawned the
hate Tower
butterfly?
of Fantasy, disagree with me about... Oh, wow.
That's nice.
Love or hate Tower of Fantasy, you cannot contest the
Like
fact that this is a beautiful game.
For home.
Looks nice, yeah. Game looks nice.
Sealed. In this world,
I feel like one of the big differences with like Tower Fantasy, and I saw this also with Wuthering Waves, is like if you compare the color spectrum, I think a game like Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail, the colors are so much more vibrant and things stick out a lot more. Like it looks much more, I guess it's like more saturated in a way. Genshin has extremely vibrant colors. Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why it's appealing.
Meetings, partings, not up to us. But I shall force fate to yield.
Yeah, they're showing the goods, what everyone cares about.
Those gone no longer a memory. Many had doubted me, calling my deeds mere dreams. Used by others against me, they failed to see I'm on their side. Though our actions and goals align, they rejected my schemes. As the world suddenly collapses.
Oh no, butterflies.
And wide.
Mankind.
What is this, the seal ult? Like... What? I have to watch this again?
One true weakness. I'm gonna be honest though, whoever did this trailer is a lot more talented than the guy that did the PlayStation 5 announcement trailer. That shit was
I don't even remember that.
It was a mess. This trailer is great. There was a lot of side plot there.
Yeah, like look at the character design. Like this is actually a really good example of what I was talking about. Like look at that character, right? And then compare it to this character. Like, this one's just way better. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, it's just way fucking better. I don't even know what else to say. I think that's a big problem. The character models don't look that good. I think the only interesting or good-looking character model in Tower Fantasy is Nemesis. That's the only one that is, like, interesting.
Like, this is actually a really sick trailer.
Yeah, I think that's a huge problem.
Fucking DPS, man. Telegraph AoE sticked in it. Hey, guy from the beginning. I forget the name of.
And jade halls, reduced to ashes and flame.
Zeke, that's his name.
Every being has its role, giving the world its marvel.
I remember that.
Mother Nature knows no bias, treating all life the same.
Generic models? Yeah, the character models are just generic. I think that's the biggest problem that the game has. Like, it might sound like a stupid thing to say, but, like, I actually think that's a huge thing. Like, if you go... Here's another way to look at it. I just keep getting distracted, right? If you look at the Honkai Star Rail subreddit, look what they have. It's all about the characters. This is what it's about. Like, you scroll down, and it's all about the fucking characters. It's not about the gameplay. It's not about anything else. It's just about the characters. And that's it. That's what people care about. So if the characters suck and they're boring, then the game sucks and it's boring. Because this is what people play these games for. I'm sorry, but that's just it. Check the Nikkei subreddit. I think if I did that, I would get banned. You didn't even play Genshin to said that? I don't have to play Genshin whenever I see 50 million fucking people walking around with cosplays of the characters. Like, you don't need to even play the characters to acknowledge this to just be a fucking fact. It's obvious.
The blame lies upon you. Sage advice ignored as garbage. Look back and stay true as a new era begins hither. From the mountains to the trees, nature bears endless hate, shedding blood and soul, only to die and wither.
Dude, I'm trying to focus on what she's saying, but her outfit is just so distracting.
I don't think it's that good.
Like, all I heard was, like, hither, fates, and that's pretty much it. Like, come on, who's paying attention to the trailer when you have that?
Yeah, people, bro, he's right. He's right. That's what people care about. They care about if the characters are hot. And if the characters are hot, the game is good.
Liu Hua is here to lend a hand.
It is Hua.
Sister, I got your
Wait, I had it right the first time. It was Hua, but it has an O.
One basic attack.
And that looks like this is cool.
This is like a painter class? Okay, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. So again, the
Not
problem,
my kind of class, so
the issue with this game has nothing to do, like the gameplay is fine. It's that the characters are fucking boring.
I don't care about that. In the Domain Sector 9 trailer.
Life and death are but two sides of the same coin. It is a law that governs all.
This is another trailer of the
death
same thing.
Is not the end. There are always those who wish
Like compare here. Compare this character model. Like this one just looks way better, way more appealing. This one's great. Character model for this is really, really good. It's very well put together. And this is like the in-game model. The characters are what matters. And to be fair, I think this model is relatively good. Mihoyo character design is S tier? Yes, and that's why people buy the games. Hot girls equals good game. Yes, that's right. Do I want the Mihoyo sponsor? No, I want the Tower of Fantasy sponsor too. They should sponsor me too. They should pay me to play their game again. I think that would be a great idea for them.
those who wish to return back to a certain point.
But I'm just saying, like,
This is merely an
the
escape.
character model
Hey,
sucks.
this is a pretty good trailer too.
Fading as the falling autumn leaves, its brilliant crimson lights can illuminate the heavens. The protection of all that is here.
Like, her boobs don't even jiggle. Did you notice that? What a joke.
Is my life's pursuit.
Like,
Oh
Even
yeah.
if the world collapses, my determination
100%.
shall never falter.
The new region looks so cool. Don't worry, Chun-Li has this.
fuck.
Death has made its move, and our paths shall diverge in the end.
All in all, great trailers. I'm sure this
I
looks
think they're alright.
great for current players of Tower of Fantasy. I think,
Yeah, for the dozen people.
unfortunately, this is probably Tower of Fantasy's last chance to get this right. I think 3.0 is going to be the tipping point here between.
I don't think it's their last chance. They'll just keep making new content until they get it, or if they don't get it, they'll just keep fucking around. I mean, the game made $1 million in a month. That's a lot of money, man. And it's like, I don't know what if that's profit, right? I have no idea. Maybe they're not making enough money. But like, it's not like it's the worst game ever. Open Tower of Fantasy on Steam database. I didn't play it on Steam. I think I had to download like a separate launcher or some shit.
whether the game can garner some kind of resurgence or ultimately fall even deeper into obscurity, especially when you have a multitude of other large-scale, very high-quality looking gacha games that are also open world and anime inspired on the immediate horizon, like Wuthering Waves, like Unending.
Wuthering Waves is going to have the same problem this game is, by the way. Like, I think the game looks good, and I played it a lot. I think it's a good game, but it's going to have the same problems that Tower of Fantasy has. Like, I played the beta. I'm going to be honest. Like, I've thought about playing this game again. I don't know. I mean, there's, like, other games that I could play instead, right? So, like, that's why I haven't played it. Like, eventually I will maybe play this game again. I don't know when that's going to be, but I don't think this is, like, their last... It's not their last chance for the game to be successful. I think that what was so frustrating whenever I was playing Tower of Fantasy is that I thought that they had, like, a really great foundation for a good game, and they did everything in their power to make it bad. They had great exploration, but it was time-gated. They had really interesting characters that you can make in an anime universe, but it doesn't matter because you can't communicate with anyone. They had a interesting, cool, like, little emotes you could put in chat, but you couldn't use the chat system. The guilds, like, the entire thing was just hard to use. It's hard to understand. Yeah, half-assed implementation of systems. Yeah, it was just bad. Like, everything about it was bad in that way. So, yeah, it was backwards. Too many channels. Yeah, I mean, it was just weird. World bosses were a lag fest. We didn't have that problem. They need more details within the characters to pull it together more. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I mean, if you go and you look at some of these characters from, like, the MiHoYo games, they're so good. Like, they're so insanely fucking good. It's just you compare this guy, right? Again, look at that guy, and then compare it with this guy. It's not even remotely fucking close. This guy looks like an NPC that's, like, named, you know, like, I don't know, like, Nameless Warrior. Something like that. John. Yeah, this is the guy that dies in the cinematic before you learn his name. Yeah, Trevor. Something like that. Bernard. Zeke got A3 skin, which looks better. It doesn't matter, though. The point is that, like, this guy, his base skin looks really good. The characters just aren't... They're not clean enough. They're not well designed enough. They're not interesting enough. The story isn't compelling enough. And that's the problem. The gameplay is fine. The world building is fine. I think the progression system is... It's a fucking gotcha pay-to-win bullshit game. Like, they're all like this. So if you don't like that one, you're not going to like the game anyway. So... The progression system is fine, but the characters are mid as fuck. Yeah, they look like 3-star characters. That's a really good way to say it.